Everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Ebony. Today's video is going to be like a unboxing / a first review on this is a coat from the Curated. It's a brand that I've been watching for a while now, and it's a coat that I've been wanting probably about a year now, maybe more actually. I actually wanted it last year before it got cold. I never got it, and today is the day. I get to finally see what we got. I've always really liked the Scandinavian style, so I was pretty drawn to this brand. I did a lot of research on other coats. I really liked the materials that they used, and I was just really interested in it. They had a lot of different styles. I ended up choosing the classic coat, and it's funny because they actually upgraded it. So they had a different style last year where there are pockets on the front, and I'll put pictures of it too, but there is pockets on the front. It was a little bit shorter. This year they upgraded it where the pockets are hidden, and I think it's a little bit longer is what they said in the description. For this brand, this is a Scandinavian brand. It's been around since 2018, like late 2018. I started seeing a lot of stuff about them, I would say last year. I don't know. I think it was maybe YouTube where I was seeing a lot of people talk about the brand and talk about their coat and just rave about like the quality of them and the classicness and elegance of the coat. And I can honestly say that I agree with that. They have more stuff on their site. They do have handbags, they have sweaters, they have other types of jackets. They gave me, it looks like they gave me like a little dust bag for the coat to go into, which is cool. I've never actually had a dust bag for one of my coats, so that's how you know this coat finna be pretty high quality. At least that's what I'm expecting. This is how they have it packaged up. It's really cute. First of all, I already accidentally touched the coat a little bit and it feels so soft. I can't believe how soft this coat is. Here's how they folded it in the box here. First of all, let's talk about how a coat, a winter coat, a wool coat at that, is able to fit into that little box. Not a little box, like a medium-sized box, which is surprising. Usually coats are like huge. It's not even in one of those like compressed packages. It's pretty light. I like that. This is nice. I did get a size medium. This is the classic coat in black. The material is crazy on this. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The material is so soft. It's very lightweight. It has like a really nice drape to it, which I've been looking for in my clothes lately. It's something that's not so like structured and hard looking on me because of my body type. Pretty short, I'm 5'1". I'm kind of like fleshy, thick, okay? I'm a little thick, but I have rounded features, I feel. So when I wear stuff that's a little bit too structured, it just doesn't look too good on me. But I really like the fact that this is so movable. It's almost like a blanket. Let's see, it comes with a waist tie, which I was definitely looking for in a wool coat. The pockets are hidden, like I was saying. This is my phone. It's pretty deep in there. Like I don't think I would worry about it coming out. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you sit down, you have your phone in something, the phone like slides out because the pocket's not that deep. It's pretty deep. I remember one of the things that they were saying about the OG version of the coat is that the straps for the waist strap, like the waist tie, they actually ended up putting just little thin straps, and then they sent you the actual thicker strap to sew on to the waist tie. Basically, you could choose whether or not you wanted the waist tie straps on the coat or off the coat. So here's the waist tie, and then this is like a way to hang the coat, this little strap right here. But I don't think they have it where the last coat, where it was like a option to put the straps on. So they do have little tiny, like a little thin thread here on the side of the coat, but it's like a little thin strap there, side of the coat. where you can loop the waist tie through it. I'm gonna talk about the coat a little bit more here because I was talking about the material and y'all have no idea what it's made out of. Well, if you were searching for this video, you know what it's made out of. You're probably searching just like how I was, looking for reviews on the upgraded Classic Coat, and I really couldn't find any, which is why I'm making this. This coat is 30% cashmere and it's 70% merino wool, which is why this material is so good. It's also a double-faced coat. If you probably noticed from when I showed the inside of it earlier, it's a double-faced coat. These are the sleeves. This is the length of it. And so there's no lining to it, which honestly, I like. There's no synthetic lining, or even if it was silk, I don't know, like the material feels so freaking good that I would want to feel this on my skin. But if you're looking for a coat that has a lining, then this is not the one. I was also debating, they have a lot of different colors. Camel, a bone, which is like an off-white type color. They have this black, they have the charcoal. The camel one was one that I was really interested in, but I have a few items in my wardrobe, a few jackets slash trench coat, kind of a camel color, and then I have a blazer that's a camel color, and I just did not want to have another outerwear piece that was camel. Strategically thinking, all my outerwear pieces ended up being one color. First impressions, the material. I know I've said that like a couple times already, but the material is insane. It's really good. I've never had anything that was, well, yes I have. I've had a merino wool cashmere blend sweater. And when I first got that sweater, I remember trying it on and putting it on and wearing it for the first time. It was itchy. I have sensitive skin to stuff like that. The more I wore it, I think I've worn it like another time after that, and it does soften up. Cashmere does soften up over time, as well as wool. But this is not itchy at all, straight out the box, which is nice. Lightweight. It's one of those things where I can see myself being outside somewhere, coming in, having to take this coat off, carry it around, and I'm not annoyed about the fact that I'm carrying this big old coat. Oh my God, like, can I put this down somewhere? No, it's actually really light, because usually like my old coat that I had, so heavy, so big, so clunky. And then as far as the cons, I will say I've noticed already, if you're gonna do like something black and something that's wool or cashmere, lint, it's gonna pick up lint. So I have noticed that already, like a little bit of a lint, but I mean, that's nothing that the lint roller can't fix. So it's really not a big con at all. I would say another con, a real con, would be the ordering process. Not really the ordering process, but the waiting time. The waiting time that you're having to endure to get your coat. I'm glad that I ordered this before it actually got cold where I live, because it gave it time for it to come. It took a while for it to get cold where I live. If you're living somewhere where it's already cold, you're going to wait a little bit. Another con that I would say for this brand is they don't have any stores in the US. They have stores in Australia, and then they have a few stores in Europe, specifically France, Paris, Nice, Luxembourg, places like that. If you're in the US and you're wanting to like try this coat on, you're not gonna be able to. If you are in a phase of your wardrobe where this is a non-negotiable, you have to try stuff on before you buy it, you're just not gonna be able to. I online order quite a bit, so that's just something that I'm able to kind of wrap my head around, and if I'm familiar with the return policy on stuff too. So you have to rely on people like me to make a YouTube video about it. But I can honestly say, so far, I would recommend it. Of course, I can always make an updated video down the line after I've worn it. First impression wise, pretty good. This is exactly what I've been looking for. About the ordering process for this coat. Every time I went to order this coat, a couple of times is when I went to try to order it beforehand, before I got this one, it would be for pre-order and my size will already be sold out. This coat seems to sell out really quickly, which is a good sign to me, to be honest. Whenever I see something that's always sold out, it must be something good. It is a Scandinavian brand. When I pre-ordered it back in September, I want to say, and it was supposed to ship starting October 30th. And then they emailed me and said, oh no, it's a delay. It'll be shipped November 8th. I was like, oh my God. Okay, I'll wait. Because I felt like it was worth it. I felt like I saw a lot of reviews on the OG one, and I was just like, I had already decided, like, this is the coat that I want. This is the one that I want. When they upgraded the fit and stuff of it though, I wasn't totally sure if I would like it, but I knew that I wanted to try something from this brand. So if you're wanting a coat, needing a coat, just keep that in mind if you do order from this brand, to be patient, basically. For good things, sometimes you have to wait. And I'm not trying to glaze or anything on this brand, but this is probably the most highest quality of coat I've ever had. And this is coming from somebody that usually gets their coats from like Fashion Nova or Target or whatever. But this was the time that I felt like I needed to invest in a coat that I could see myself wearing and having for a good 5, 10, hopefully longer years. I really wanted, and this is an investment piece. The price right now in USD is $470. They had like a 10% off first order or something like that. Some type of discount code that I was able to use. Honestly, if the discount code wasn't there, I still would have gotten it. I just think that a coat is one of those things where you either gonna buy it right or buy it twice. And I've learned that over the years so many times. My last coat was like a synthetic blend. It was a nice color. It was like a beautiful brown color, but it was a synthetic blend. And then it had like the synthetic lining on it that had already started like ripping up within not even a year of me wearing it. I think I got it at TJ Maxx or something. It just wasn't working for me and I just knew I needed something else. To be honest with you, like this is one of those things I don't expect to have to buy again for a while. I'm okay with the price tag, I really am. If cost is something that you are more so like an obstacle, but you are interested in this coat, to be honest, the first place I looked was Poshmark for this coat. And the only reason I didn't get it from Poshmark is because they didn't have my size and they didn't have the color that I wanted. They just didn't. But I'm a huge advocate for secondhand shopping. Poshmark, Macari, places like that, the Real, you can get a coat like this for maybe even half the price. So, and the quality is crazy. Like I said, I would pay this again for this. So that's all I have for today's video. If you found this helpful, please feel free to like it, subscribe to this channel. If you have this coat and you've had it for a while, I would love to hear how it's holding up. And if you're interested in getting this coat, go ahead and leave a comment as well saying how you found this review helpful, if you're still gonna get it based off of it. I'm just curious to see if there's anybody else that is looking at this coat like I was looking at this coat. I'm sure it is, it's always sold out. So yeah. And I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hello. I don't like how I did that. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me. On this brand, and yes, you're only making the pressure even more. Please.